computer. All right. Hello, Hamilton County. My name is Gail Green, and I'm the Hamilton County Chairwoman of the Republican Party, and I am here with our school board member, Jodi Schaffer. Jodi, could you introduce yourself to everyone, to the voters of Hamilton County? Let us know who you are and who you represent.
Hello, Hamilton County voters. My name is Jodi Schaffer, and I am the School Board District 7 member. That's the East Brainerd area, East Hamilton High School, East Hamilton Middle School, Appleton Elementary, Westview Elementary, and East Brainerd Elementary.
And how long have you been serving in this capacity?
I have been in this role for 1 year now.
Okay, wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about your family and what inspired you to run for office?
Sure. So I am married and with 3 children. So running was an exciting opportunity as a mom here in Hamilton County with 3 kids in our schools. So I have a 13-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And that means we have 2 in elementary and 1 in middle school. I'm also a graduate of Hamilton County Schools from Eastridge. And my family is involved in ministry here in Chattanooga. And my husband and I are both lawyers in Chattanooga. So we're very involved in a variety of areas of community service.
Was there any specific event that caused you to say, I want to run for office, like this is it? Or was it just your involvement in the community? Were people asking you? Sorry, I'd just like a window into what made you go, okay, I'm going to do this.
Well, when I heard that the current board member was no longer going to run again, I met with him and I asked, is there a conservative person that you know of that's going to run? And he said no. And so then I decided to pray about it. And I really felt like I was supposed to step forward as that conservative voice in District 7.
Awesome. Okay, wonderful. Can you tell us about the essential duties of your office? What are you required to do as a school board member?
So school board members, our authority is vested through the Tennessee Code annotated. And within that, we have policy and budgeting powers. And we also have one employee. We have one employee, and that's the superintendent. And our job is to hold that superintendent accountable. And he's held accountable for the entire administration. So we have to pass the budget. And within that also is every position, because the budget is supposed to show every position that's in the organizational chart. So we hold him accountable for all of those positions.
All right, great. Can you tell me about a typical work week? What does that look like? And the compensation that you receive as a school board member, does it cover your expenses?
So I spend a lot of my time this last year talking with a lot of people in my district. We have a lot of growth, and we've had to tackle some really hard discussions about what do we do in the East Brainerd Appleton area with all of our growth and making sure that we have seats for every child in District 7. So I've spent a lot of time with families and community meetings. Then we also, we have our monthly board meetings, and I'm also the policy chair. So I spend a lot of time looking at policy for the board. No, the pay does not cover the time that I spend, not in any way, shape, or form, but I'm happy to serve.
Okay, that's helpful. Thank you. Well, what would you say of all of those things that you love most about your job?
My favorite thing is being in my schools. So I love being on campus. I love working with my principals to learn what I can advocate for, because that's what I am. I'm an advocate as an attorney and as a mom. So I like to see, what is it that the kids need? What is it that our schools need, our teachers need? And then take that back to the administration and really try to fight for what they need. We've had some exciting things happen in the last year. We've gotten a new turf field on our high school. We've gotten a new amphitheater. We had to negotiate the sale of some land by eminent domain. So we were able to I was able to advocate to use that funds that we sold property for our schools and it not go across the district, and invest in our schools. But being on campus and advocating for them is my favorite part, bringing community together We are doing our first ever community parade for homecoming. East Hamilton's never had one, so we're trying to involve all our feeder schools in that, and that's exciting to me to build community.
Wonderful. Well, as the last question, this is what I get excited about as the Republican chairwoman. But I'd like to know, when are you up for reelection, and what do you want the Republican voters in Hamilton County to know about you?
So in 2028, I'm up for reelection. That's in 3 years. And what I hope that they have seen in this year and what they'll see in the next three is my advocacy and how I am truly trying to be a conservative voice, a true Republican voice on the school board to protect our kids. As a mom, that's what I want, and that's what the people that I represent want. They want their children protected. They want their parental rights protected. And that's what I'm fighting for. And especially like this most recent Centerstone vote, to me, it was all about protecting the parental right to be involved in their child's counseling, to know what's being taught to their child, to have the option of which type of counselor that their child sees. They didn't have that. We just had one choice, and parents weren't on campus and weren't in those meetings. So, that is just an example of why I voted the way I did and why I was a very strong advocate for parental rights. And that is, as a mom, as a lawyer, that is what I am advocating for.
Awesome. Well, as a parent myself, I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Jodi, and your service. Running for office is no small task, and I'm grateful that we have you in Hamilton County. If your constituents want to get in touch with you, what should they do?
So my cell phone is public. They can text me, call me, and also by email.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope Hamilton County has gotten a little glimpse into School Board Representative District 7, Jodi Schaffer. Thanks,
Thank
Jodi.
you.
All right.